Hello, I'm Dr. Jane. I'm a psychologist. This is Knowing Narcissism, and this is another instalment of Am I Being Unreasonable or Are They a Complete Narcissist? Somebody's contacted me, and please feel free to do so either in comments below or you can DM me on Instagram. There's a link below, and I will be happy to, if you're happy, to read out your situation and give you some advice. So this is somebody that's written in and they're talking about a long-term relationship they have. He is never wrong. His opinion is fact. If something doesn't go his way, then everyone in the world is conspiring against him. He is incredibly selfish and self-obsessed. His needs and wants are the most important. He has no empathy whatsoever. He has to feel like he's on the top of the food chain, so to speak. Everybody must bow down to him and give him the respect he believes he deserves. As a result of the above, I feel like I'm always spinning plates, trying to keep everything perfect so he's happy. I feel like I've turned into a pathetic people pleaser, rushing around, bowing down to him, even though I get nothing back in return. I don't get any sympathy. If anything in my life becomes difficult, he would never think to do nice things to make my life nicer. And if I do assert my opinion, I never hear the end of it. Sometimes he lets me get my own choices, and I can tell he's hoping and praying that they fail, the choices fail, so he can go on and on about how right he is. Any thoughts? Plenty. Absolutely plenty. You have just described the most classic case of a narcissist, somebody that wants to feel on top, wants to feel be the top of the food chain. In this case, he wants respect. He believes he should get respect. He wants to be validated. He wants to be admired. And when he feels that somebody such as you in his life gets to make a choice about something, now I don't know, it doesn't say particularly what this was about, but he is, even though it may be difficult for him, he's literally cutting his nose off to spite his face, but he wants that choice to go poorly so he then can crow about how you shouldn't have been given even the opportunity to make a choice in the first place. He is the only person that can be right. This is a really archetypal narcissist. Now, where this comes from, people often want to know. Narcissists can be very grandiose as a child, and then they just get fed that. Their parents will just bow to them and scrape them. They can have siblings, but often in a sibling relationship, the narcissist, the golden child, will get absolutely everything they possibly want, whereas any subsequent children, forget it. They just have to follow the parental lead and make the narcissist feel that he's the most important thing in the world. Or they could, the alternative of that is that they could grow up believing that they were denied the respect and the admiration and the validation and the feeling special that they may have seen perhaps their sibling get, or a friend, or somebody well known. It doesn't matter, but they believe that all that attention, all that positive attention should be coming to them. So that's a little kind of sideline as to where narcissism actually comes from. So what would I advise this lady in this situation? Make sure, she doesn't talk about any of her family or any of her social support here, but make sure that you have people in your life that are reasonable, that can see things from a rational point of view, because you can get so interested. She says about she's running around spinning plates to make life perfect and happy for him, because I probably guess that if life is not perfect and happy for him, then he will rage and he will make her life difficult and awkward. Doesn't talk about having children or anything, but often when narcissists do have children, they will weaponize them. They will, I can remember a particular case that I dealt with where they'd broken up, the narcissist and his wife had broken up, and because she still wasn't doing what he wanted her to do, which was to be controlled by him, he was threatening to withdraw, vital medical treatment for the children, and to pay for things. And she still was expected to do what he wanted because he'd weaponized the children in that respect. So they will stop at nothing to get their own way. Now, my advice to this woman would be, as I've said already, keep people around her. He will try and isolate her, that number one tactic. But keep people around her that are rational, that she can talk to, that maybe she can just see and not talk about him at all. That can be quite useful. So you're not, he's not constantly there. Often I talk to people about, that person doesn't live with you, but do they have dinner with you every night? Yes, they do. That boss at work, that mother-in-law, yes, they're always there because they're always being thought about or spoken about. And sometimes we just need a break from that. So that is, a vital thing. Know your own boundaries. And it's easy to say, like she says, I'm spinning plates to keep him happy, but know what your boundaries are and perhaps make your plans. You might want to say, in this relationship, I'll give it X amount of time. I don't know how long they've been together, it doesn't say. But I'll give it X amount of time and then I'm going to make my plan. And then I'm probably going to leave or end the relationship or do something else, get a job, I don't know, get a hobby or something that just takes you away from that relationship that you're in 100% of the time, all the time he's there. And also, the other thing I would say is, in this situation, she's described a perfect narcissist. I wonder if she realises that's what she's described. So educating yourself about what narcissists are like can be really, really crucial to how you feel about the relationship, how you feel about yourself, and how you feel about your future. I'm Dr. Jane. I'm a psychologist. This is Knowing Narcissism. Please like, subscribe, and feel free to comment below. I'd really love to hear what other people's experiences are. If you've got any advice on this, please feel free to put it down below. That would be really, really interesting. Until next time, please take care. Bye.